Hey guys, what's up? Commando here, and welcome to my NXT TakeOver Unstoppable review. I know this will be up a little bit late, but um, just like I fell asleep, and I had the preview thing to watch before I got on to Unstoppable, so I was a little later in getting it watched, and I fell asleep right before the main event. It's now like 6 o'clock in the morning, but anyways, I got it done eventually. But this was a really good show. I enjoyed it. I'm seeing a lot of hate for it. Like people don't think it was like amazing. Um, I mean, I thought it was really good. I thought it was pretty decent. Sure, there was things that could have been better, but there was a lot of good moments. But let's just get straight into it because it was it was a good show. It really was a good show. First off, like on the pre-show thing, they um, they said that like Hideo, they did a thing with Hideo which I thought was really cool, where he was out in the parking lot, and you see him on the ground like with his shoulder and loads of guys around him, and then Kevin Owens just walks past looking like a badass, and he's like, "Oh, what a shame," in a totally sarcastic voice. It was just hilarious. It was just really well done. Um, and like it was made to look like it was him that did the attack, Kevin. But there's like people saying that it could have been like the demon side of Finn Balor, um, telling him to like attack Hideo Itami, which actually sounds like a really cool way to go, like a cool sort of like story. Like it could be like a future Finn versus Hideo feud, but Hideo's gonna be at like 6 months, and I wouldn't be surprised if Finn gets called up to the main roster by then. Um, but also there was a dark match, and it was the Vaudevillains. Aiden English, Simon Gotch defeated Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Anyways, on to the thing, and my screen's been a fat. We have Finn Balor defeating Tyler Breeze to become the number one contender. 11 minutes 30. The entrances for this match, amazing. I had goosebumps during Finn Balor's entrance. Just absolutely incredible. He had new gear, like he looked like a lizard type of thing, like just spikes up his back, and he had an eyeball painted on his back. Just like it was like a new, like it wasn't completely new paint, but there was like additions to like what he's had before. Um, and it just amazing. I love his entrance, and Tyler Breeze's entrance was really cool as well. Like a whole sort of like runway model type of thing. There was like four models. Apparently, one of them was Sarita from TNA. I couldn't really tell, um, but I thought that was really cool, really well done. And also, there's like a new stage and stuff as well. I didn't really completely notice it until the end of this match when Finn did the dive off the top of the stage thing. It was only like maybe I don't know 7, 8 feet tall, but still, it was a cool moment, and the crowd was going ape shit. Like holy shit and please don't die chants. Um, it wasn't like an amazing match, but it was a pretty good match. And eventually Finn won with the coup de grace. But he also kicked out with the thingy, because I thought Breeze was going to win it, but he kicked out with the his finisher. What does he call it? The beauty shot. He kicked out with that. So yeah, there's something. Next we have one of the Game of Thrones guys was sitting with Stephanie McMahon in the crowd. Um, I've never seen the guy before, but I don't really watch Game of Thrones, so like I've only seen like bits of it, so I don't really know like all the people. Anyways, we got Bailey and Charlotte defeating Dana Brooke and Emma, 6 minutes 51. This was okay. It was alright. Kind of surprised that Charlotte and Bailey won, to be honest, because they didn't really need to win. It probably would have been better for Dana Brooke and Emma to win it. Um, since they're like just sort of started their heel thing and just sort of getting on a roll, I think. kind of a bump in the road or whatever, if you want to say silly stuff like that. But it was an okay match, you know, decent. There was evil Emma chants like right at the start, which I thought was pretty funny. Um, and I thought Dana Brooke didn't look too bad. She must have toned down on the makeup or something. She didn't look as bad as she usually did. And I thought she was gonna have like a wardrobe malfunction because her thing kept like falling down. Um, but no, she didn't. Eventually, there was a cool spot at the end where she had on the figure eight thing. Brooke goes to break it up, but then Bailey slid under Charlotte and threw Thingy, and then hit the Bailey to belly on her, and then Charlotte hit the natural selection on Emma to win. It was a cool ending, you know. It was a cool ending, and they did like they were like hugging and did the strut thing, and also did like the Bailey high five to the crowd thing. That's pretty cool, you know. It was pretty cool. Next, we got to see like some of the new NXT recruits, including Yuha Nation, and there was, or Uha, I think was what the crowd was chanting. Maybe that's how you pronounce it, Uha. They were going Uha, Uha. So I'll be interested to see when he's going to debut and if he has a new name or what have you. I just sort of flicked through the NXT tapings. I didn't read any of the results. I just sort of looked at the pictures. All I know is Samoa Joe is gonna have a match or two, I think. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that they keep going with like good storytelling and feuds and don't do what they did the last few months and sort of just get off track and just become sort of average, you know. Just keep it going, keep the momentum going. I think maybe going to maybe 2 months between the takeovers might be a good thing, but I don't know. Maybe just keep up the good storytelling, you know, and they can keep them at 3 months. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Next we have Baron Corbin defeating Rhino, 7 minutes 15. You know, decent, better match than Baron's had before. Probably his best match. But nothing really memorable, to be honest. Eventually Corbin won. It was nothing special, but it was, you know, probably the better match of Baron Corbin's career. That's about it. Nothing really more to say about it. But it looks like they're gonna fight again because in a takeover exclusive thing, there's a backstage thing in Rhino. Rhino, he's so weird, like in his promos and stuff. Like he lost and everything, and he's sort of like smiling and looks. I don't know the word, like I don't know, like I don't know, sensual maybe. I don't know. He just looks weird and I don't know. I just love it. It's interesting. I just love it. But he's gonna have another match with Baron Corbin probably. I just watch the takeover thing with him and Baron Corbin. The exclusive interview thing is funny. You know, I love that guy. But next we have Blake and Murphy versus defeating Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. Now, this was a shocker of an ending to me because, you know, I hadn't read anything because I'd been falling asleep, you know, before I bloody go to bed and haven't been reading all my wrestling news and what have you. But the only thing I knew before I watched this was that Samoa Joe debuted, which I'll get to eventually. So when the end of this match happened, I was pretty freaking shocked, to be honest. But anyways, before we get to it, just sort of looking through. Oh yeah, there was a sick DDT by Enzo. Oh man, I don't know how they do those spike DDTs without like legit hurting themselves, but oh man, it was such a sick DDT. And also they hot the powerbomb backstabber. Oh my god, they hot that on Enzo. That should be their finisher, you know. Enzo shouldn't have kicked out of that. It should have been broken up, not a kick out. That's just sick. And also Cass hurt the Empire elbows, they're calling it, which is like the soft thing, which is the SAWFT, and then the elbow. Eventually, like Cass takes them both out, and it looks like he's gonna go for the win. Alexa Bliss comes out and attacks Carmella. I And then bloody she knocks Enzo off the top, and Blake and Murphy win, and now she's teaming with him. She's heel. Like most people would have thought that like Carmella might have turned heel since they don't seem to be really cheating her. But this could work. It could work. You know, they could finally, you know, side with her, I guess. But there were some people saying that Bliss could be ruined if this isn't like done properly. Hopefully not, you know, because she was kind of like a good face, you know. I would have said she was probably one of the better faces, but it could be done right, you know. If done right, it could go well. It says the crowd was totally ready for a title change there. Yeah, but that was a good way to end it. That truly shocked me, you know. That was a shocking moment for me, and I really enjoyed it. Next, we have what a lot of people are saying, like the best match of the night. And I'd probably say that this and the main event was probably tied for me. Just it was Sasha Banks defeating Becky Lynch, 50 minutes 33. An awesome match, a truly awesome match with a lot of great moments. Sasha Banks is just amazing, you know. So many people are saying that she's the best female wrestler right now, and I'd have to agree. She's just awesome, you know, truly awesome. A lung blower, is that the backstabber? I don't know. It says she had a lung blower at some point, but most of this match was them working the arm, both of them, both Becky Lynch working the arm and Sasha working the arm. And it was just awesome. It was so good. And she did the double knees thing, but not to the stomach, but to Lynch's arm. That was awesome. That was so awesome. There was loads of arm drags, drop kicks. Sasha at one point had the suicide dive. Yeah, they call it here an arm trap German suplex. I had no idea what to call it. I sort of thought it was like a variation of a pump handle slam, like suplex. That looks so sick. She had it at the last one as well. That's an awesome move, you know. And out of nowhere there was an awesome spot where there was loads of like roll throughs, and eventually Lynch ended up in the armbar, like giving the armbar to Banks. That was so cool. That was really cool. Then after this there was the suicide dive, but Lynch caught her. She like fell to the ground, but she caught her and then threw her into the steps. And then out of nowhere, Banks locks on the Banks statement, and Lynch won. And also Lynch, she looks awesome. She got a new hairstyle. It's like ginger hair. I think she looks badass. It looks really good. But eventually, you know, Sasha Banks won, and just awesome match. And Becky Lynch got like an insane reaction from the crowd after the match. They started singing her song, and she was like crying. Just awesome, truly awesome. You know, the main roster just can't even compare. You know, just the women are treated so much better at NXT. You know, there was that whole bloody give Divas a chance thing, but it never happens, you know. And Vince, there was reading the thing that Vince feels that the way women are being used now in the main roster is fine. But Triple H and Stephanie want to change it and make it the way like it is at NXT. It's just Vince, you know, out of touch. You know, it's a fact, not an opinion. But Like, I mean, with like Paige returning and stuff, that was so weird. Like on Raw, she returned and then, but it didn't have her music play. She just sort of ran out. And of course, with the obligatory "This is my house," that's all she does now is just say "This is my house," and she's restricted to like fucking two moves. I don't know. It's just annoying. You know, like, Paige is like one of the best wrestlers. Naomi's great. Hell, even Nikki's okay. You know, just give them a bloody chance. Let them wrestle. I don't know. Maybe this triple threat thing at Elimination Chamber will be good. Since triple threats tend to be pretty good. Hope so, anyway. Anyways, let's move on to the next match. We have Kevin Owens. He retained the NXT Championship. He didn't defeat him, but he retained the NXT Championship against Sami Zayn. Now, this match was awesome. You know, it was really, really good. It just was. I thought it was going to be slow paced, you know, because Kevin Owens went out the ring and was doing his slow thing. Zayn just went out and it was just action, action, action. It says up till about 7 minutes, and then out of nowhere, Kevin Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb on the. Well, I don't know if it was pop-up powerbomb or just a regular powerbomb on the thingamabobber on the apron. But before we even get there, Kevin Owens comes out in a Cena shirt. It was, oh my god, that was awesome. He just comes out looking like a badass. The crowd goes nuts for it. Just awesome, you know. But he was gonna do like the powerbomb before, but he got like backdropped and sent over the guardrail, and Zayn was out there as well. Just sort of looking through. He got the blue thunderbomb at some point. The dragon suplex, that's what that thing is called. I couldn't remember. It's like a half underhook, and then the other is like up at the back there. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's an awesome move. He also got the exploder suplex in the corner. Goes for the Aluva kick, but misses. Then he's on the outside, hits the exploder. Then he caught him. Then that's when he hits the apron powerbomb. It was just so awesome, you know, just action packed from start to finish there. And that's kind of where it ended because the refs start like attending to Zayn, but Owen keeps on attacking him. Eventually, William Regal comes out and gets in his face. They're back in the ring at this point, and he tries to like take him off and says he'll like strip the title, but he just ignores it, goes to wait to hit Sami Zayn again, but then Regal like grabs him by the face like this, and then Owens just turns around and like headbutts fucking Regal. Then fucking Samoa Joe comes out, crowd's going ape shit. Not a really detailed report here about the whole thing with Kevin Owens with Samoa Joe, but it was really good. He comes out. I thought they were maybe gonna fight or something, but they didn't. They just like a stare off, and you know it worked. And then Kevin Owens like walked away. Then he came back, and then he just walked away again. You know, good way to get some heat there for him being a heel. But it was really good. It was really well done. I loved it. I loved the ending. The ending was so good, so good. Samoa Joe apparently is gonna still work indies as well as being like NXT. I'm thinking maybe he'll finish up this like stuff that he's got, and then he'll be exclusive to like NXT. I don't see him being like a Rhino and just, you know, like not being there like all the time. I think he eventually will be at NXT all the time and with WWE like exclusively. But oh god, there's so much I want to say, but it's just, you know, it was really good, and he's got like his own T-shirt and everything. So obviously it was meant to happen, because there was a while people were saying, "Oh, he's booked for these shows. It's not gonna happen." But it did happen, and it was really good. And I'm looking forward to the next few episodes of NXT. Like I say, if it's good, I will continue the NXT weekly things. If it's really good, but I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And also, I'm quite intrigued as to what they're going to do with Kevin Owens on the main roster with Cena in this Elimination Chamber match. Well, just a regular match, but at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I think I hate that they do pay-per-views with the name of a certain match. Like the Royal Rumble, it works because the Royal Rumble is like a match that lasts like an hour. But like Elimination Chamber, just call it No Way Out. It's stupid. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. I think Kevin Owens should win, and since it's not for the title, like people were saying it was for the title. Like before I watched Raw, because I didn't get to watch till Wednesday. Like I heard that it's for the title, but it was never announced as being for the title. It never was. People just assumed it was. It never was said that it was going to be for the title. Like there's people like going mad about that or something, but it was never said it was for the title. But I loved how we like the pop-up powerbomb and Cena in the stomping on the title. I thought that was really cool. But I think Owens has to win this. The way he's been booked to NXT, he has to. Even if he just destroys Cena and it's a no contest or whatever, Owens has to win. Owens has to look good. If Vince fucking buries him, people are gonna be so fucking pissed. They really are. I honestly, Cena cannot win this. He really can't. Even like making him look good, I still think Owens has to win that match. He has to. But that's about it for now. Tell me what you think. I can't believe I spoke for 21 minutes, but it's NXT. Tell me what you think of this show. It was, I loved it. It was good. But that's about it. Like I want to say more, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. But they say in here the match officially ended with Owens leaving the ring at 30 minutes. But yeah, that's about it.